Welcome to the shop. My name is Tavarish.
I'm Jared.
And this is Wrench Every Day. Well, we're doing a sort of QVC episode this time because, hi. So I saw a little episode where Jared bought a bunch of tools and he said that they were the cheapest on the internet.
I don't make the titles, so about that.
I made the titles. But those may not have been the cheapest on the internet. What I have purchased today is the cheapest tool set on the internet, and today we are going to review it. I am a bit biased in saying I don't think this is going to be very good, but I want to be surprised.
There's opportunity to be surprised, but it's a very light box, and how many pieces was it?
800. All right, so we should just unbox this thing because, well, the box is very nondescript.
Well, here.
So, wait, hold, no, stop. Don't break it before you open it up.
Oh.
You want to not, like, try to hit the Supra when you do that? Oh, my, ooh, okay.
It'll be all right.
Yeah, all right. So let's take a look at this.
It's professional.
So it comes in an aluminum case, and
That's
that's not aluminum, is it?
that feels like plastic. It's aluminum cornered.
It's is it even? Yeah, no, this is a plastic case.
Plastic with maybe aluminum corners.
Yeah,
the corners are indeed aluminum. It has a to-go handle.
Yeah, it has a go handle because you're gonna be taking this bad boy on a plane. This is good for, I don't know. So if you look over here, this comes pre-dented
and broken open.
Yeah. So there's some tolerances here. She's not airtight, ladies and gentlemen. So what does it say on the front? It says 799 piece. I thought it was 800.
Typical clickbait.
Yeah.
800 is
799 piece professional tool set. Professional.
professional.
Okay. So the way we're going to approach this is you are a professional. Well, you used to be. He used to be a professional.
Now I'm a YouTuber and don't know anything.
Yeah, now you're a has-been. I am an amateur and I don't know nothing. So we have a professional and an amateur, and we're going to review a tool set that's made for no one. Now,
Now, how much did this cost per piece, or do we want to wait to?
No. You know what? So this entire set, like there's a bunch of tools in here. This entire set, how much do you think you would charge somebody for a 799 piece tool set with a box and a go handle?
Well, I bought 400 pieces, and those 400 pieces were about $400.
Okay, so about $1 a piece.
$1 a piece for a good quality mid-grade toolkit out of the Quins. $1 a piece.
So this 799 piece tool set was $160 shipped. And that is retail, it's not wholesale or anything. So they made a profit on that. That means that translates to 21 cents per tool in here, not counting the box and not counting the shipping. So
is it 600 bit drivers?
We're about to find out. So let's open this guy up. Hopefully it's not like spring loaded or anything.
There are keys. I wonder if the key is inside to lock it.
Okay. Woo.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. Everything's kind of falling apart. That's a great sign. Oh, it smells like China in there.
Yeah. Well, what I appreciate is there are keys here. Well, but here's your key.
Okay, because this is like Fort Knox.
This key.
There's no way you're getting into this otherwise.
That bitting is that's going to be really hard to pick.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're very robust. Well, actually, it was stronger than I expected.
So look at this. So it comes with a tool belt.
Okay.
And honestly, the fact that it comes with all these extras.
Well, this is a piece.
Oh, is that a piece?
So this was 21 cents.
You guys with smell-o-vision, I probably turned this video off because like this is it smells like pretty. That's not good. It smells very chemically.
So we've got that. Oh, here's
there's some gardening gloves.
4 more pieces.
Okay, yeah. But these are gloves made for children? I don't know. Like these are pretty small gloves.
So I do wonder, 100 cable ties, 100 cable ties, 100 cable ties. I wonder if this is 300
You think it's 300 pieces?
I think we just paid 21 cents a piece for
zip ties?
For 1 cent zip tie.
Okay, that could be the case. So we have, I mean, are these zip ties all the... These zip ties are all the same. They're the same, like, they're not assorted or anything. They're just 100 millimeter zip tie. There's small ones, which is fine. I'm not complaining.
Okay,
so just take that
I
off.
will say the organization aspect for it being a case is not terrible. So you have trays.
Yeah, so these, all right, there's little clips here. These are all
falling apart.
Yeah.
But,
you know.
that's how you want to keep your tools.
I'm going to say this happened in shipping.
Yeah.
So we got this.
Hey, a hot glue gun.
Whoa. So there's actually a decent amount of stuff in here.
It really is well-rounded in that you get a lot of stuff. All right. So.
And this is where they hide the stuff.
The smell.
There's nails in here.
I think they go in there.
Okay, there's just loose nails. Well,
all
let's
right,
just leave
so
these here.
yeah, let's talk about some of the other things we got. So you have a level.
Okay, that's a bubble level. So
Bubble level for, it's so flimsy.
Oh my, dude, there's no weight to this. Like oh, you bet.
It doesn't.
Oh no.
Oh no, our level.
Well, I mean,
It's
it doesn't
broken.
go this way. You know, it doesn't go that way. It just does this.
We've got a small little hobby hammer.
Okay.
Some wire strippers, electrical tape, scissors.
But take a look at these wire strippers. They are so incredibly thin
that the
it's-
wire might break it.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is, if you do this, look at that. Like, it's just, that's...
You got some clips in here. There's screws, some, what are those, like
The fact that
Sixpenny.
there's hardware here just leads me to believe that this is included in the pieces.
Yeah. Well,
So-
look at the whole number of things that we've gotten. 300 of your pieces were zip ties.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Okay.
your standard scissors, this would sit and you would use these to cut your little ice pops. Mom might use them to clean your dog's fur. Never gets washed.
Yeah, this is a hot glue gun with some hot glue sticks. And I don't know if I would use this because the way a glue gun works is basically it's a modified short.
Yeah, it's a controlled electrical short.
I don't think I would have any, I don't want any controlled electrical shorts that came out of this kit. It's safe to say that you probably wouldn't want this plugged in because it would likely pop a fuse somewhere. Who knows, it might not, but it feels like a toy. Like this just feels like...
Well, and it looks like just the plastic quality is, I mean, it doesn't just twist like the level, but still. So, well, let's repack this case, I guess. And move on to what's next.
Well,
the electrical tape.
We have electrical tape here that is unbranded, of course. We have measuring tape.
How accurate is it, do you think?
It measures things. Okay, well, it doesn't retract.
Stops at 9 inches.
Okay.
Ow! It's making fun.
All right.
Make fun. So, I mean, there's things for around the household in that one.
Yeah, so this is fine. There's also some clamps here that...
The knife cuts. That's a plus.
Now, here is more of the meat and potatoes. We have a screwdriver and bit set. And what happens with a lot of these large sets is that they pad their numbers with these guys with just bits.
Well, we only have 2 rails in this one, so that's not how they're padding their numbers.
No, they're padding their numbers with zip ties. Yeah, for sure. So,
But, I mean, you've got a fairly decent set of Phillips, and I think there's a Japanese Phillips. You got some Stars, some Torx. There's some precision screwdrivers.
and these are actually coated. These screwdrivers are coated. I'm guessing this is for like to do electrical work?
Yeah, this is for working in an electrical box, doing wiring.
Yeah, these are clearly, well, it's a professional set of tools here.
I don't know that I would trust the coating that they have. This has a fuse in it. Is this a test light?
I think it might be a test light, yeah.
But what are you grounding too. Like I'm
nothing.
trying to figure out.
You're grounding to nothing.
There's no wire in this. There's just a metal end and a flat blade. But this, maybe it lights up if there's power. The good news is there's no English. There's German.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just German on it. So you bought the German set.
Well, dude, I mean, this is clearly German quality. This is
Absolutely.
clearly, yeah.
The handles of the screwdrivers aren't terrible. Like there's a decent weight to them. If you get any oil on it, it's going to slip right away. Like the moleskin style I prefer.
So this is almost, I mean, I guarantee you that this has some commonality with like the Harbor Freight stuff, right? There's some, like some of this feels like a cheap Pittsburgh set or whatever, but it just feels really kind of chintzy. This
unnamed Harbor Freight.
This bends kind of really easily. Well, we have a ratcheting screwdriver.
Does it ratchet?
It's a little bit loose.
You know what?
It's a little bit on the loose side, but honestly,
what I look for in every screwdriver set is a tire pressure gauge.
let's see if it works. Well, I'm not a tire, so.
Yeah, here, 1 second. Off camera. That's real exciting. 32?
32 PSI.
So-
Is that actually 32 PSI? It is
maybe.
now. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So tire pressure gauge works.
Ish.
Um,
Again,
we
full
have-
complement of screwdrivers.
well, I mean, you have 2 Phillips heads and, well, 4 Phillips heads.
Yep.
5, actually.
At 6, don't forget your shorty.
6. Okay. So you have your stubbies, you have your long, narrow boys, and then you have your big honkers here. Not super big, but you know, whatever. This is not too bad, and the carrying case, super light, super cheap, but everything has its place, so it's easy to put in here.
Now, what I have noticed is we only have metric Allens, and looking in here, we only have metric sockets.
Which is fine
And-
if you're only working on Japanese, European cars, that sort of thing.
Feel that?
Oh boy.
You're gonna get cut using that.
Yeah, so the finishing on this is so rough. So this is, does it say chrome vanadium? Yeah, it says chrome vanadium,
Yeah.
but I mean, there is no finishing on here. It's just like sandpaper, which some people, I guess, like they like to have a little bit more grit on it, but it just looks really cheap. Like they missed a few steps on the back end of this.
Speaking of missing, the stamp of the size on it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
let's see if I can show this to you. Focus, you can do it, camera. You
a
see?
little bit more towards you.
You see it starts
There you go.
going off, and then the light blinds you. But the size isn't even on the socket. They totally just.
But tell you what, they have a 1/2-inch drive, 8mm. That's pretty good.
No, it's not.
It's good because you want to torque those 8mm to 60
So
foot-pounds.
an 8mm head is most likely a 5mm by 0.8 thread, which just off the top of my head, I think
It's
is 30 inch-pounds, if that.
Yeah,
if that maximum torque.
yeah, it's like
So 30 inch-pounds, the way that works, so this is an 8-inch ratchet. So if this was if this was a foot long and you applied 1 pound of force here, that's roughly 1 foot-pound. So just only 2 pounds of force. Can you?
it's like, you know, it's
But-
like a little bit like.
In my last tool review, I had a bunch of different styles of ratchets and talked about how tight the head would feel. And
Okay, all right.
this, like, I'm trying to, like, it just wiggles everywhere, and it's not even catching a tooth how much I'm able to rock that. Like, feel this.
Well, yeah, that's pretty loose. So what you want in a good ratchet is a good number of teeth. Sometimes they do 90, sometimes they're 72, sometimes it's 60 or something like that. But the way the pieces fit together, they should have like a solid feel. This, it's like real sloppy. You know what it feels like? It feels like a Volkswagen bug shifter. Like, that's a gear, maybe,
Ish,
you know?
Yeah. What I like is I have a maraca.
Oh, I don't quite have a maraca, but I feel like if I do, wait, no, I do.
It's a quiet one, but again, that is terrible. Like if you're doing any amount of torque, like trying to take a bolt off, the likelihood of the pawls slipping in here, the way the teeth grab,
Oh, no, for sure.
is so high.
Well, that's why they put an 8mm, because there's no way you're applying more than 3 foot-pounds on that thing.
What I noticed, what do you have in your hand?
A 1/4 inch.
And I have a 1/2 inch.
Uh-huh. So is there a 3/8 somewhere?
Nope.
Is there really not a 3/8 in here?
There's no 3/8.
Because I took this out of, did I take this out of here?
Yep. So you have,
It has to be on the other one. Is it?
nope, those are wrenches.
Okay, so probably the most commonly used tool, commonly used ratchet, is not available here, which makes sense. Actually makes no sense, because you just have a 1/2 inch. There's no 3/8 drivers.
Nope, no 3/8. So we have spark plug sockets. Okay, you might need those. Here's some extension. I like this.
I do like that.
It's a wobble extension for when you need to get just around a little bit of a bend. And realistically, this is going to hold all the torque that ratchet can handle.
I'm not sure. Oh, feel this. Feel that guy right there.
Oh, so you know, like it sounds like my knee on a cold morning.
Yeah,
like just crunching.
It's just an old man getting up from a nap.
So if you've ever had one of these style of universals and you've used it like 3 years and it's about to fall apart, that feels 3 times better than this.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, this is properly bad.
so I'm curious, so this is marked as a 14mm.
Okay.
What we have sitting here is a caliper. So, we will,
Zero it out.
oh, no, not diagonal. Let's go. That is
14.37.
14.37 millimeters. So a 14mm socket going on a 14mm head, you need a little play.
Yeah.
A 0.37 in millimeters is not a ton, but really it should be like a tenth or so.
Well, let's go on the. Oh my God, this 10 looks horrible. This 10 looks like the cheapest thing I've ever seen.
It'll break the first time you use it. And this one comes in at, this one's good, 10.09. So that quarter socket is good.
But if you have any sort of like
Force.
anything on, no, I mean if you have any sort of galvanization on a bolt or anything, this is going to be a real tight fit.
What you want. I like a tight fitting socket.
Yeah, but sometimes these are kind of undersized. Like
So-
0.09, that's a 100th place. Like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like the random 30mm socket. You
Well,
honestly,
that's for the axle bolts that you need to take off with your 1/4 inch there.
I'm sorry, I meant, oh no, they're rounded corners. I meant our 30.44mm socket.
So let's just, do we have, this is like a good box. This is actually not my box,
It doesn't have all good tools in it.
but
Some are.
some are, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be better than this one.
snap on 11mm.
Yeah, and this one has been used.
And it's going to come in at 11.14.
So let's do the 11 here.
11. It doesn't watch. It doesn't have one. This one.
11.05.
So
their
their
little-
1/4 inch tools are better than their 1/2 inch. Their 1/2 inch was measuring huge tolerance. So
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think the fact that this is also not finished on the inside or the outside really kind of, I don't like them.
the chrome is not the best.
Okay, so we have this obviously missing some integral parts of what you need to work on a car or anything.
And then the top here.
Yeah.
All right. So first off, if we remember,
Do we have some random wrenches here?
No, they're supposed to snap in. But my big complaint in the last tool review were with these the style nuts. And these nuts have even less meat than the Pittsburgh. And I'm fairly certain if we tried to bite anything and use these, they would come right apart.
Yeah, so channel locks are not locking on anything. Oh,
I just bent it.
that's okay. That's okay.
So the nut didn't slip, but they're kind of ruined.
Okay, well, we can return them. Also, if you take a look at the finishing process here, this is all pitted.
What finishing? What finish?
Exactly. No, I mean, it looks like they tried, like, there's a little bit of, like, marks.
There's a little
sanding
bit. They tried to sand a little.
But this is, the reason why there's pitting here is because this is just pot metal. Like, it's just super porous, and they're not really doing anything. Like, look at this, man. Look at that right there. Like, it is so horrible. This is really good metal to just snap. Like, it'll snap off if you give it torque. If you give it any sort of sideways torque or anything like that, this looks like it would just break and then you'd probably get hurt. Is this... So I like the rust.
They pre-rust, so that way you don't feel about
yeah.
bad leaving it outside.
So there's obviously no sort of treating before or after.
No, they're chrome.
Or is this rust or no?
No, it's lube.
So it's lube. So they just oil it up really crazily.
Are you not used to lube?
Well, not that much lube in stuff that I just buy.
I will just say, there is a tool feel. We had talked about before how a tool feels in your hand. It's awful.
Yeah, it's bad. It's like, you know what? This is like what your grandma gives you, because like you're into cars, right? So here you go. Why are you putting this back?
Because we need to put it back because it will have a use.
What possible use could this have?
I have at this point determined what this is intended for.
No, we're not throwing it away. But
No, feel the wrench too. Talking about tool feel.
Oh, well, this one is at least polished a little bit. Like they put some sort of coating on it.
The
coating's rubbing off over here. Yeah,
it is so smooth. It feels wrong. Like this is just like it's just gonna slip in your hand. So 21 cents a piece gets you something. So their tolerances, again, this is 17.1. So we were expecting like half a millimeter to a millimeter off. So this is a surprise that it's at least close to the right size.
I think I figured out what this is. So a company from China got the tooling from another cheap tool manufacturer that had better quality control and better finishing. And they just didn't do the finishing. So they just bought the tooling, made all this stuff. So, I mean, you can see all the casting flash here and all the molds. And they just made this to a crazy price point. I mean, if you're doing 21 cents a tool realistically, their wholesale or just at cost has to be like 10 cents because it has to get across the world for $160 landed to my house.
Remember, you have 300 zip ties and about 100 other pieces of miscellaneous tools.
It's still, so with all this... Okay.
This is a 400-piece toolkit.
So the question remains, from a professional and from an amateur, would you buy this tool set for your house or to work on a car with it? In 3, 2, 1, no.
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 Well,
no.
The house, if you might be assembling your daughter's bicycle Christmas Eve. This might, and then you need to hang a picture the next morning. Maybe. Like you get a lot for nothing.
I feel like I feel like $160. You could probably buy just a regular tool set for, that's not this and a hammer, and you'll be okay.
Realistically, this isn't made for any of you. If you're watching this video, you are far beyond what this is ever going to serve. Like you can... If
you're Googling tool reviews, this is not for you. This is for the person that doesn't know what a good tool is and hopefully finds out very, very quickly that this is not a good tool.
So what are you going to do with it?
I don't know. But maybe we can melt it down and make car parts.
I wouldn't want a car that had a part from that, that metal.
We can turn it into furniture.
We could do wheel weights.
We could do wheel weights.
So
this could be ballast for something.
Look for our Amazon affiliate link, not to buy this tool set.
Yeah, so you can buy actually good tools.
Which we actually don't have Amazon affiliate links, but really if you find the $160, 799-piece tool sets and think it's right for you, consult your doctor.
Don't buy them. It's just...
I expected cheap, but
no,
why?
This is bad. Okay, that's going to be it. In our next sort of tool review, We have some possibly good tools.
I expect some good tools out of the next one. We had a lot of good luck with Quinn, which is kind of the middle of the line Harbor Freight tool, and we've got their cheap ones.
Yeah.
So we're throwing them up against another one because a lot of you asked. I made reference to what I call a crash kit, kind of the toolbox you throw into your car and take with you. We had thought about maybe including this in that showdown, but
this baby deserved its own video.
it deserved its own time to shine in the toilet. So next time we are going to be pulling those out, looking over them and comparing them to our experiences of needing toolkits like that in the field, and hopefully guide you to a little bit better cheap tool path, because this ain't it.
So until next time, this is me, Tavarish.
I'm Jared.
And this has been Wrench Every Day. And make questionable choices, just don't buy tools like this.
Yeah, not this one.
Yeah.
We'll see you.
Thanks for watching.